What do you mean?
Who's talking about sports? We don't do sports.
They're talking about sports in the chat, Logan.
Sick of this garbage. This is not esports. This is not regular sports. I'm
Listen,
not doing the show.
If they want to talk about scoring match points when they make the field goal,
no.
And infield fly rules, then that's fine.
Sports are stupid. I don't
want to talk about sports balls either.
Why are they talking about sports?
I don't know.
I'm so angry about one
Get in
comment.
here and fix it.
I can't handle this.
Do it, you fat baby.
I can't handle what
Do
people
it.
say on the internet.
Ugh.
What people say on the internet hurts me deeply.
Yeah.
Everything they say.
Sports ball.
How dare people talk about sports?
Sports. Yeah. Hi everyone. Hello, Megadeth. Hello, the entire band Megadeth. All sitting at one computer commenting, which I assume is what's happening, obviously.
Did he spell Megadeth wrong?
I don't know, man.
All right, well, today we're going to talk about the wide world of sports.
You want to see the shirt I'm wearing?
What are you wearing?
Today it's the cotton armor shirt.
I don't believe anything written on there, but it does scare the kobolds away.
Yeah, and that's
They're like,
important.
ugh, not fucking with that.
Like, that guy's got armor on. Yeah.
Ooh, look at that. It says right there on his shirt. When did they learn how to read?
Kobolds?
Yeah.
There's a lot about kobolds that you don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
They have art and everything else?
They do. Goblins are the ones that believe, like, writing actually steals those words out of your head.
Oh, that's the ones.
So they
I didn't know kobolds were smarter than goblins.
Yeah, they super
and that's
are.
why the Goblin King, he's back there reading all these books, and then he walks out front and he's like, by the way, if you guys read these, it'll rip these words out of your mind and you'll become dumber.
Yeah, that's literally why there's no written culture for goblins, because they believe that writing is evil and will steal words from your brain.
And then the Goblin King and the Goblin Shamans are
They also think all dogs are evil.
Really?
Yep.
This just in. Goblins suck.
It's got a plus 10. Plus 10 armor right there.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Come on.
Come on. That's a plus.
What's your dexterity? About 9?
Give or take, yeah. I'm not a dexterous being. I think of all my scores, Dex might be on the lower side. Dex might be my dump stat. What do you think your dump stat is?
Ooh. I don't know. Probably wisdom. Look how I'm running this shit.
Yeah.
Now what's I was gonna say charisma, but I'm pretty good at tricking people and eating out of my hands.
Yeah. I mean, you locked this down to work for you, so.
Only had to roll a 14. My charisma.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
I don't know, guys. What is my dump stat? Come on.
Yeah. Have you ever sat and thought about your dump stat? Like, obviously, everyone has a dump stat.
What is it? It couldn't be agility. People used to call me the Cougarilla because I'm so strong and I'm so agile. So I'm the Cougarilla.
Wow. You're like that's
The agile as a gorilla, strong as a gorilla.
I'm a kangarooster.
Kangarooster.
Yeah. Because I can jump, but I'm also a giant cock. Okay.
All right, if you're just joining us, that was awful.
That was.
Okay, what I think we've just done is we've given some really scary images to the audience out there of, like, the worst Fursonas ever. Like, mixing Fursonas together into one ugly Fursona. Yes.
Is a single Fursona like a Furson? Like, are you like a Furson?
I don't think
if you wish to be taken seriously as a Furson?
I mean, they go pretty far with the puns.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they go that far.
Okay.
Any furries want to chime in on this?
Yeah, does anyone know?
I don't want to
an individual, like, do you call yourself a Furson if you have a Fursona?
It's like too far.
No, I literally want to know. I'm not
a Furson.
I just have these questions because I don't know about this community. So.
They have, like, okay, so furries they've got puns on lockdown. In fact, when I'm around them, I think, oh God, was I supposed to be one? Somehow I went the wrong direction in my life?
Yeah.
Because their puns are on point.
You are like the Lord of Punderdome, so.
But they're the Lord of Punderdome. I mean, they've got, like, in Miami, there's an event called the Furnace. because it's so hot.
Oh, wow.
I'm joking.
Oh,
I made that up.
Okay. That sounds totally reasonable. Yeah.
So,
Furnace.
the furnace. Welcome to the furnace.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, let's get down to the
Do they have like one out in an evergreen forest called the Douglas Fir event or something?
Oh,
I don't know.
oh. And the guy in charge is Douglas.
Let's talk about things.
Yeah, let's on screen.
On screen.
Yes, very good.
Yeah.
Beam things down to my brain. I'm going to start off by showing off a new strategy game from the creators of the recent XCOM. And what we have here is Phoenix Point, or Creepy Crawly XCOM. It's XCOM with more...
With Zerg.
Yeah, it's like Zerg XCOM thing. Rainforest, that's the one. Yes, up in Seattle. Rainforest. God damn it. The puns are real. Oh, they've got some big boss monsters. But yeah, if you guys liked XCOM, then there you go. Just a quick mention on that.
Cool.
All right, so this is something kind of local to us, but very interesting for people who like to play Dungeons & Dragons. I'll go ahead and bring up their...
Yeah, so Dirt Cheap Dungeons is actually a local company, and they have module dungeon systems that are relatively inexpensive as far as those things go. Speaking of someone that's worked at a game store in the past and stuff like that, their prices that they have here, especially on their Kickstarter and stuff, are really solid for modular dungeon stuff. Normally, you either get the low-end, like, styrofoam ends, and they all start, like, chipping away and stuff like that, or you get the high-end stuff that's all, like, the pre-pressed plastic and everything like that, and they cost way too much money.
They went all out with their video here, too.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to watch this. Like, they're not too far away. Let's convince them to come to Portland and make a bunch of ridiculous Dungeons & Dragons spoof videos.
Yes.
Like, that was like... Because I saw this, and, you're thinking, like, ooh, we could use those modular dungeon pieces. And I was like, theatrical nerds, we should bother them. Come on by and...
Speaking as fellow theatrical nerds.
Yes.
Yes. Quite.
She looks like a thespian.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you would be into using this at your table, then it's totally worth it.
50-piece set for $50, right?
Yeah.
$60. Oh, that's a bit steep. $60 too much? No. Yeah.
I mean, so I don't know. I feel like this is also kind of the telegraphing problem, though, that I always have when I'm running D&D. That's why I like I like games that don't have maps and stuff that you fight on sometimes, because it's easier to be like, oh, and now you guys are fighting. Because like with things like this and stuff, it's like, well, you guys are walking up to this dungeon, and it's like, well, we know it's going to be a thing because there's this giant 3D model laid out before us and stuff. Or when it's like, oh, you guys are in this area, let me draw it out on a map for you for no reason.
Like, hold on a second, I'm going to draw for 10 minutes.
Yeah, just to give you guys a feel for what it's like. So, there's that whole, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, this is the big... I mean, if you have that on the table, you're going to have to put, like, a blanket over it and then, like, reveal rooms and stuff like that, the fog of war. But then even if I come in and... there's a blanket on the table. I'm like, ooh, we've got a big dungeon today.
Yeah,
it's
coming.
It gives away way too much.
But you can't also take that time to build it in front of them because that'll take 5 ever.
So there's different schools of thought on this. If you're someone who really likes the modular dungeon stuff, then this is a pretty cool way to go. Over there, what do we think of Warcraft 3 Reforged? I don't like real-time strategy that much, but I did like Warcraft 2 quite a bit. I wish they would have done that one, but... I didn't play Warcraft 3 all that much. I don't know.
Yeah.
Any opinions on the remake of Warcraft 3?
I'm kind of in the same boat as you, like the real time. Like I was into StarCraft and stuff back in the day, but like,
yeah.
Back when it was all we knew.
All right, you guys ready to talk about some Fallout 76? Has anybody out there been playing Fallout 76? I have yet to jump into it because busy paying bills instead of buying games at the moment. And Bethesda just doesn't like to send out games to
It's true,
reviewers.
Bethesda, like,
they don't need to.
If we ask, they're like, oh, that's so cute. What are you from again? Oh, no. Let me get someone over here. Hey, Steve, come over here. These guys from Tech Syndicate want a free key. What?
last time,
oh my God, I haven't had a good laugh like that in weeks. And then they just, like, piss all over the email that we sent them.
I don't think it's quite that dramatic.
No.
But the last time I did talk to them, they said, oh, we're fresh out of keys. I'm like, what do you guys only have 20 keys?
Yeah.
Like there's a
What are you gonna do on Steam then?
digital scarcity. What's
Yeah.
We're fresh out of keys.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Fuck.
we can't. The Control C has broken on our computer.
Yep.
fresh
Oh no.
Anyway,
Sounds like a really tough problem for a multi-million-dollar company to have.
the big thing about Bethesda games is that they are Bethesda games.
Yeah, it's got the word Bethesda in front of it, so.
That means a lot of bugs, and that also means that they usually release a beautiful pile of shit. I mean, talking like these games are great, right? They're like, oh, look at our beautiful pile of shit. And then the audience goes, ooh, we can take this and make it into a shit castle. Yeah. And the audience goes and fixes their shit, right?
Yeah.
But with Fallout 76, the audience doesn't have the chance to fix their shit because it is online. There's going to be an online store and all that sort of thing. You're not going to have mods and all that stuff. But, yeah, there's going to be problems.
But you can play...
Yeah. So people have already figured out a way to cheat. And all you have to do is... It's so simple and stupid. They say they fixed this by launch, but this is just indicative of what I'm going to be expecting in a lot of different areas as we keep playing this game. People were able to go into the INI file and turn off the VSync, which locked your frame rate. And then they were able to get an unlocked frame rate, and the game actually ran... it's not that the game ran faster, it's that your character ran faster.
Faster, yeah.
You could like zip around the maps. You could...
Yep. You swing faster.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, objects drop
There's
faster.
the regular. It's locked at 60 FPS. And then he's going to unlock it to 144. Now you're swinging twice as fast.
Turbo mode.
So he didn't glitch at all yesterday. Interesting. And I guess we're just going to have to take it a day at a time when it comes to all the cheaters and stuff, or people who like try to go in and do INI hacks and whatever else they can do.
I suppose.
I don't know. It's really weird to me that they use the creation engine for a game like this. I know that's the engine they had, and it was going to be way less trouble than to create a new engine. Yes. And then you got the Elder Scrolls Online, which is, I believe it uses like a modified version of the engine they used on Knights of the Old Republic, I think? Something like that. It's a totally different engine made more for online gaming, but yeah.
I don't know.
You guys tired of this is the same engine that came from Morrowind. We had the Gamebryo engine. And then it turned into, all they did was they upgraded a million things, but it's still, the heart of it's still the Gamebryo engine. And that's what we're still using now. They've upgraded and they've changed the name to Creation Engine, but the heart of it is still the same. Yeah. And watch the next Elder Scrolls game. It's going to be using the same engine, but they're redoing the animation engine. So that'll help a lot. Yeah. Then I'm going to miss all the like, what are you doing? Stop, scum. All that kind of stuff.
The like missing frames between the all that good stuff.
I'm going to miss that.
I don't know. What's your feeling on 76? You going to play it or?
I want to play it.
Yeah.
I've got mixed feelings. Yeah, I had a lot of fun playing PlayerUnknown for one reason. Whenever I could get on with like 4 or 5 of my friends and we could like talk and stuff, I had more fun just goofing off with those idiots than I did actually playing the game. And I'm thinking Fallout will be a better sandbox for that.
Yeah, like if I can actually if I have friends to play it with, I think I would be definitely more to be like, yes, I want to do this. But I find a lot of times people just ruin these things for everybody else. So, I don't know. I'm back and forth on it.
So the player on player combat, you have to. That's one thing I don't know because I haven't played, but I've heard that if you want to take revenge on someone, it will respawn you close to them, and I think that's a bit weird because if the other person wins the match. Yeah. The other guy shouldn't be able to just respawn over there and come and kill you and take all your stuff right after it's over with.
Yeah, it just seems like weird little grudge matches.
Like, okay, let him click on the revenge button, and you can show up on his radar or something and put him like way far away. Yeah. That would be more interesting to me. Like, okay, yeah, you can get back to him if this guy took you out. You can get back to him, but you're going to start way back over here. Like, 5-minute walk away at least.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, what is next on our list? I got a couple mods I want to recommend to you guys. Something I like to do. This is Total Chaos, and it is a Doom mod. You guys freaking believe that this is Doom? Okay, you probably can't see it because I made it full screen right now. Now they can see kind of. This is Doom. Like, I'm not talking the new Doom, right? I'm talking like old Doom from like 1990, something like 89 or before that. I don't even know. Like, Like, when was Doom? 1990 something?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So they've patched the hell out of this engine.
High recording train.
You have to use GZ Doom or Z Doom, you know.
Yeah.
And it's a Doom 2 total conversion.
I feel like
The lighting, the way it moves, everything is pretty wild.
Yeah.
It's spooky and it's got nice atmosphere.
if you're prone to seizures, you probably can't play this game.
Well, that's in this one area, but yeah, there's a lot of really dark
I
areas.
feel like his arms look like they're really long. When I was watching this earlier, like when you sent me this, I felt like that the dude's like arms just seemed like they were really out. Like he wasn't running around with like, you know, you're running around with a pitchfork or like a pickaxe. Excuse me. You're running around with a pickaxe. You're gonna hold it like this until it's time to swing it at people. But the way this animation kind of looks, it makes me feel like he's going like.
That's probably what he's doing. I mean, the old Doom games, right?
You mean you had guns in your chest?
Yeah, the guns coming straight out of your chest. So it looks like they didn't remap it to be on the right side or anything like that, or the left side. They just, here I come, I'm coming to get you. You're so dead, buddy. Yeah. Anyway, that looks pretty good. And then also, if you guys haven't seen the latest updates to Skyblivion, which is the Oblivion, it's Oblivion put into the Skyrim engine. You guys should take a look at this.
Beautiful.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
I liked a lot of the plots and a lot of the little side quests in Oblivion better than a lot of the side quests in Skyrim. They were just Jesus weeping on the cross, crying for days with holes in his arms.
That's what he did.
3 of them.
Yeah.
Right? It was yes.
No, he came back 3 days later after being buried in the tomb.
Zombie Christ!
Jeez.
So metal. Jesus is so metal.
It's almost like you didn't teach Catholic school.
It was Methodist to get right to pay the price.
Yeah.
So anyway, this looks beautiful. I hope you guys have been watching this while we've been joking around over here.
Yeah.
But
Yelling about.
God, the trees. I like the look of the trees in Cyrodiil. It's really nice. So, you guys looking forward to this?
Visit Cyrodiil.
Or what? Huh? Yeah.
Oh.
And this is pretty wild.
Do we...
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
We got something to talk about before that, though. Yes. Yeah, Lootcrate. Guys, Lootcrate has sponsored this episode, so thanks a lot to them.
Thanks, Lootcrate.
And you guys can help yourself to a Lootcrate of your choosing over at lootcrate.com. Here, you want to hand that to me?
I'll hand you
I'm
the
like-
stuff, and you can webcam
I'm
it.
completely confuzzled at the moment. So Lootcrate, they actually license a lot of unique gear from a lot of different nerd entities. What do we got there?
A Attack on Titan shirt.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. I wonder if it glows in the dark.
Why is it blue? Make them black! I can't wear this! I can't be seen outside wearing blue! You want me to be seen outside wearing
show
blue?
off your pit stains.
Pit stains?
Yeah. You got that. Yeah.
I don't have I don't need pit stains shit brains. No, this is a actually really nice Attack on Titan shirt right here. So let me we don't even need to bring that one up on the other screen, but so they get a lot of exclusive stuff as well. And then I found that if there's something in the box you don't like, it's been pretty easy to jump on eBay and sell that for the cost of the entire box. So that's always cool. What do we got there?
Can we talk about this?
What is this?
This Evil Dead 2 figurine thing? Holy fuck, can we talk about this? Here, pull this up on the webcam for a second.
Get that going.
Yeah, get this up on the webcam there for a sec. Look at that.
Man, Bruce Campbell's
my God.
pretty good.
I mean, I'm a sucker for anything with Bruce Campbell on it, so.
There he is with his chainsaw. Let's, I already did my method.
You're unceremonious.
He's too cartoony for my taste. But
Oh, nice, but it's got...
he's going on the set, but he's pretty...
Yeah.
Come out of there, you son of a... Oh, yeah, put her back on the...
Yeah. Careful!
Fixed it!
Jeez. Judas Priest.
Check that action out right there.
My, look at
A
that.
little closer so we get the background.
My grandfather always used to say that when he was swearing or upset about something.
What?
He would go, Judas Priest!
Judas Priest?
And I always thought he was really down and awesome. And it took me forever to realize that he wasn't talking about...
Oh, he's got a whole set right here. Yeah, I've been saying Judas Iscariot a lot. I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
But yeah. Back to this. All right, what else is in there while you're putting this together? I'll show them the next thing.
Oh, man.
Is that socks? Give me these socks.
Oh, yeah, you probably... You
Oh, yes. You're not getting these. You can have all the t-shirts ever, but these... I'm taking these Gremlin socks.
I don't want them. I want this.
Good, you can have that. I get the
cool.
Gremlin socks.
So cool. I'm not even
check
paying
out these,
attention to you guys right now.
Yes. Gremlins. It even says Gremlins right on there. Yep. All right, this Halloween box. Can we get a month, every month Halloween box?
Yeah, just like a horror box.
Let's show them this thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. It's got the trap door in the ground right there.
Yeah, with the...
Coming right out of there.
Look at that.
Little thing coming out of the
Sometimes the
trap door.
Loot Crate stuff I'm kind of like, meh, about, but that one's actually pretty rad. The Morty one that they
this
did
one
the other
you can figure out where it
too.
goes. I am way too excited about these that are maybe too small for me. No, it'll fit me, right? Yeah, it'll fit me. Holy shit, this will fit me. How do they know how big my feet were? Did you tell them? What's that?
Some kind of key for American Horror Story. I've never watched that show, but
The aesthetic looks a lot like something you'd see in
doesn't it take place in a hotel or something?
I haven't watched it either, but doesn't that look like a key that you would use in BioShock? I bet if you told a lot of your friends it was from BioShock, they would be like, oh, cool.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, American Horror Story. So is that all the Halloween stuff? We got more.
We also got this Ojuia.
What in the hell is Ojuia?
Ojuia. An Ojuia pen.
This is my favorite champagne thing.
Champagne.
Champagne? This is the Ouija, little Ouija thing for your Samhain needs. Mm-hmm. Yes. There you go.
Yes. It's a...
Blue pins.
Stiff as a feather, light as a board. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Yeah, I am excited about this. Tell you what, my Halloweener couldn't get any harder.
Yep.
Well,
yeah.
if you're just joining us, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
that you didn't join us earlier.
Logan has ruined it for everyone today.
So thanks a lot to Lootcrate, guys. Check them out. Tell them thanks. And be jealous that you guys did not get these Gremlin socks.
Yeah.
Man.
You should be jealous. Be super jelly.
Be wearing nothing but this later on when I kill that family of 4.
Yeah, it's gonna be. That's all they're gonna. They're not gonna be able to describe your face to the survivor that you leave. They won't be able to describe your face to the police officer because they're gonna be like, all I could see was the coolest socks on the planet.
This is for a movie, guys, not real.
Do you want to press charges
for a movie?
No, those socks were too rad to lock up, officer.
Man. That's it. Oh, what the wrong? No, look at my face.
Ah!
This, yes.
Jesus.
So let's talk about this new Yuzu emulator. This is an emulator for the Switch.
Yuzu?
I don't know. Yuzu, saying it correctly.
Yuzu, better read it.
I think
you say it.
I think it's supposed to be in Jar Jar speak.
Oh, Yusa?
Yeah.
No.
So anyway, they already have.
It's called Gungan.
What?
It's called Gungan. It's the name of the language. Thank
Out.
you.
Leave. No. So this is Super Mario Odyssey, fully playable right now on Yuzu, I believe it's called. If you guys don't subscribe to BSOD Gaming, you should if you like. You should if you like emulation, especially emulation of the Wii and now the Switch. It's not running flawlessly yet, right?
Still has a little bit of work to be done, but yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he's already got that running. So then I can go out and buy a copy of this.
Yeah, and then play it.
And play it, yeah.
Yeah. First, you're going to buy the copy, though, because that's what you do when you emulate something.
Right? I'll tan your hide if you don't. I don't know what that means.
That would be rude.
I don't know what that means.
You're from the South, you should know what hide tanning is.
Yeah, but I don't know what it means in relation to a human. Am I going to skin them and tan them?
Oh, I guess. I don't know.
This just got dark.
Yeah.
So there've been some new studies coming out from the WWF, and these new studies.
Yeah.
Well, absolutely.
Oh.
Anyway, not that WWF.
Oh, the other WWF.
Yeah, right.
Oh, the World Wildlife Foundation.
And they've discovered that humanity has wiped out 60% of the animal population since the 70s.
Yeah, take that.
Yep.
Human
Consumption.
beings, we're coming for you.
Consumption has appeared 54 times in their 148-page report. Humanity only 14 times, but consumption, consumption. And one of the things that's interesting about this is when you look at it, it's not like, you and I going out and being like, ha ha, boom, that thing moved, kill it. It's, oh, look, something slithering, step on it. Oh, the bird, we're not, it's not us. It's
not anymore.
There's a small handful of sociopathic CEOs that are just like, pour sludge on the koalas. It looks amazing. Don't you? I love when their skin melts. Do it. So that's really what it is, guys. Yeah. But luckily,
Thankfully, of the remaining 40% that we haven't managed to get yet,
right?
Coming for you. Koalas 2019. Your day is up.
Quality control. I'm on today. It's that furry talk in the beginning.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hunt pandas. It will be pandemonium.
I'm gonna hunt otters. You otter see me kill them. Got any more?
I'm gonna go kill sea sponges. You won't be able to. They won't see Sponge Me coming.
Well, we're officially out of them.
Yeah.
For now.
Crocodile. There we go.
Crocodile.
Crocodile.
Be crocodile at 911 when I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, $5 billion project is going on to map the DNA of every animal, plant, and fungus. So about 1.5 million known species. And there's a whole bunch of different teams that are going to be working together on this. And this is going to cost, like I said, billions of dollars, right? I've got teams in California going out and trying to start mapping things. I got teams in the UK doing stuff. Teams all over, and they're trying to do this for multiple different reasons. Number one, when we mapped our own, I guess, DNA or whatever, we learned a lot about ourselves. But after they map this, hey, we're going to learn a lot about them. But we'll also have something to preserve. Maybe we'll be able to rebuild them. Who knows? After we kill them.
Wasn't there talk like years ago about the scientists were gonna Jurassic Park Aurochs back into existence or something like that?
Yeah, but the technology that we have currently, a lot of people say it's impossible to do that. I don't believe that word is the correct word for that. It's impossible currently, but not impossible forever. Right now, what they're just doing is they're going to be trying to breed these things back into existence with, I think they're doing something, I don't know what they're doing. They're doing something with some DNA and some standard cows or whatever, but...
Some boring ass cows, yeah.
Yeah, just some boring old
Life finds a way.
Yeah. This medium roast is getting me. But anyway, the interesting thing about this is that it's going to cost a lot of money. And
that is
how do you get a lot of money? Well, you go and tell CEOs what they can do with this and trick them into giving you a lot of money. That would be one way to do it. So imagine
paying for this is like buying carbon offsets. Yeah.
And imagine you get all these different DNA strands, and then the knowledge. Everyone this day and age, they all want the knowledge of things. They want to pay a lot of money for all the knowledge on the things that we do, right? But tell them like, hey, listen, if we are able to map all these all this DNA, we sequence all this DNA, right? And then you have all this information. Maybe we can start combining different elements and make part. What is it, a chickadee or what is that thing? Make part chicken. It's a sparrow. I don't know what that is.
It's a bird.
Okay, this bird.
Yeah.
We're going to take this bird here.
Yeah. Look at that bird.
And we're going to give it cow legs.
Nice.
And we're going to give it giraffe neck. And then it'll be able to fly and do all kinds of things for you. We need to tell them what they can do with it. Or maybe they can build cyborgs.
We're just that much closer to flying spiders, guys. It's going to happen.
Some jackass somewhere.
I would. So this all I could think about while I was reading this article was
Bear Pig is coming.
Let's go deep into our childhood here. The Batman Beyond episode where he was dealing with all the dudes that were splicing animal DNA into their body to give them animal-like characteristics. And then they loaded a bunch of bat DNA into him, and he turned into a bat monster for a hot second. That's where I'm thinking about when I see this.
That's a pretty good one. Rocksteady and Bebop.
Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yep, I'd be okay with that.
That was mutagen based.
Oh,
not yeah.
Well, that's. Sci-fi.
I mean, I guess yeah.
This is real fi.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay, but the Splicers episode of Batman Beyond. Am I the only one here? Am I the only one? Come on, someone else watched it. If not, go watch it now. I guess whatever. After the show.
You guys want to talk about hardware for a change? Yeah. you're like this is not Dungeons & Dragons.
All right, go get it. You have fun.
I'm waiting for someone to say yes, hardware, or else I'm not going to talk about it.
Yeah, are we talking about hardware?
Or what? Okay,
Josh doesn't count either.
All right, we'll talk about hardware. I'm going to do it anyway, just because we can keep the show moving. So the 2080 Ti.
I said you don't count.
Oh god. So 2080 Ti's have been dying, and there's not any statistics saying that like 20% of them have been dying or anything like that. Just a lot of people have reported blue screen of death crashes and that sort of thing. And Tom's gets on here and they report, well, it looks like the VRMs are in an area on the PCB that gets way too hot, and that might be the reason why some of these cards are crashing and dying. Nvidia has released a statement, and this is pretty much where I'm going to leave it, because Nvidia has said that, listen, we're engaging with each individual user who's had a problem. We're going to replace their cards. We're going to fix their cards, make sure that they're taken care of, right?
Right.
Where the hell are you going?
Oh, I'm not allowed to get up and leave, but you are?
I can do whatever I want. I own the desk. So anyway, Nvidia says they're taking care of it for now. And I think the best approach, instead of yelling and screaming at Nvidia, even though I love to do that, the best approach is probably just going to be to chill and see where this goes. And then say, sorry for you guys who spent $1,000 or more on a graphics card and then it doesn't work.
Common nerds.
Nerds.
And then they like shotgun a beer and smash the can over their heads.
Is that what they do?
Yeah. That's what happens when you call someone a nerd.
Nerd! Yeah. Oh, you mean the guy calling them a nerd?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Toms can't find their own ass in the dark. Oh. When you get that big, you have to hire some unsavory sorts and some people who maybe don't know as much about hardware. But listen, this is my Tom's Hardware statement of the day. Buy Intel Nvidia or we'll kill you. Listen, AMD's great for the money, but, damn it, what's wrong with me?
Do you need the lemon?
I might need a lemon. Intel is only $200. That's fine, I'm going to be fine. Intel is only $200 more. Buy Intel, idiots. There, that's Tom's Hardware. My impersonation. All right. The Wandering Earth is a movie based upon a book by Jixin Liu. Anyway, this is the guy who wrote the Three Body Problem. He writes what I would consider like high science fiction or maybe science fantasy, because it's really out there, but it's also extremely interesting. I found a lot of his stories to be about as interesting as some of the stuff you would see, or some, as mind-bending as some of the stuff you would see on Black Mirror or something like that. It's not in the same vein, but I'm saying like it bent my mind as much. You know what I mean? When I was reading these books, and I am really looking forward to this. I think it's about time that China entered the sci-fi world.
It looks pretty rad.
Yeah, I can't wait for this. But if they make a movie out of the Three Body Problem and the Dark Forest and all that stuff, which they said they are going to. I'll be really curious to see that. But this is coming out early next year, right in time for Lunar New Year. So, yeah. Check that out, guys. It'll probably be pretty thought-provoking and really far out there. These movies are really, really out there. Oh, it's just something fun. What did you guys go for as Halloween? Did you guys dress up as anything? Did you dress up as anything?
Did I dress up as anything?
So this is ripped from Twitter, but somebody took a picture of a website selling all these rip-off costumes, right? The names of these are the best. Heroin Diva, right?
Yep.
Casual
good. Jeb Bush is pretty good. The better future Bernie Sanders.
All right, the best one on here, right? Is right here.
Condescending
online man.
Yep.
Like, who had the job of naming these?
I don't know. I'm a pretty big fan of aging My Chemical Romance fan too for the Harley Quinn.
Aging
My
That's
Chemical
so sad.
Fan.
Why?
So I didn't actually dress up for Halloween this year. I was too busy running a game for people.
Well,
but I did run a really cool game.
Let's talk about this game you ran.
I ran this game. Came out a couple years ago, 2016. Won a bunch of awards called 10 Candles. So 10 Candles, because we're going back to talking about D&D and stuff right now, because I can. So 10 Candles is a collaborative role-playing game where you do have a DM that kind of oversees everything, but you're actually telling the story about these survivors on their like last day of being alive. So everyone knows everyone's gonna die at the end of this game, but you don't get to you still have to get your guy there to the point of death. So the neat thing about this one is that it's all played with 10 tea lights around the table, and as scenes get worse and worse, you start dousing out tea lights so that it gets darker and darker and darker, and there's this whole they or them that are like the supernatural forces, that the only thing that keeps them at bay is light. So you're always trying to outrun who they are. And every time it changes, because it's a collaborative storytelling effort. So like every time, like one time them could be like shape-shifting vampire monsters, then another time they could be government agents or things like that. It's totally
the DM makes all that up, or
no, the players at the table make it up, and the DM just kind of like rolls with it. So
I was say it'd be really fun if you could, like, if the DM got to make up the monster, because then you could hook up an Arduino to like a little water drip above them, and be like, the blob gets closer, and you could press a button on your
so
have
there's
the water drip and stuff.
No, the part about that's really that like it gets really haunting and stuff, because everyone, it's not fun. You're not, it's fun, but you're not like, oh, we're making puns and being ridiculous asshole murder hobos like you would be at D&D. Like you're trying to survive and people get attacked and stuff like that.
Right.
But when you're leaving the location that you start in, everyone has to record a goodbye message that they're leaving for the other people in case they find this location. And so after the whole game is over, you play what their messages were to their messages of hope to people, and all these people who are now dead and like turned on each other and stuff like that throughout the game are all now like, oh, dark and somber. Oh,
I wish there was
it was a lot of fun.
I wish there was a way out, but it was only a 1% chance. That would make me feel like, maybe we can do this. Even a 1% chance would make me. I don't know. It's hard to get invested. If
But
I don't die,
10 Candles. Check it out.
Foxy Star Fox says, I've never seen someone wear a baby blue blazer who wasn't dressed up for a holiday.
Have you never seen the 70s? Like every prom picture from the 70s?
Every single one, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's pretty cool looking.
Go check it out. You can get the PDF on this and like drive through RPG for like $10.
All right, we got a bunch of people watching. Tell your friends right now. Should we talk about YouTube for just a little bit?
Yes!
All right, so
speaking of dumpster fires,
we're going to get in huge trouble for talking about this, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because YouTube is what YouTube is, and it's not doing us any good, right? Right recently.
Nope.
So, how much would I need to donate to make me shave? You fund the video game, and I'll shave.
Me too.
Yep. Yeah. Fund the video game. I'm growing it right back, but yeah.
Phase 2.
So we were appointed someone to be our YouTube manager. Like this happens like every 2 or 3 years. They'll message us and be like, "Hey, we're doing a new thing where we're going to start helping you guys by giving you pointers on what you can do to get more hits." Right. So we did our first call. We're going to have 4 or 5 different calls over the next 4 or 5 weeks. God bless America. I might need the lemon, but yeah. So during the call, I just flat out said, "Dude, I've got like 100 screenshots of people saying that they don't see our stuff in the subscription feed."
Yeah.
And his reply was like, "Oh, well, we don't show subscribers your videos anymore." That was just flat out. He was like, that we don't do it. We can't.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, so what's the point? So they do give a little bit more to people who've clicked the bell, but even then it's not always.
Yeah, and so it turns out that this is kind of a result of what was you said, like people have on a daily basis, people have 50 to 100 hours of content, of new content available to them based off of all their subscriptions. And people are collecting subscriptions like Pokemon. They're not just like trying to they're just trying to have a bunch.
Right.
They're not actually visiting all their subscriptions that they're seeing.
That's literally what it's like, just like Pokemon.
Yeah.
They're not actually following things that they want to keep up with every day. They just want to have a huge collection of things that they subscribe to.
Yeah.
So here's the problem, and I completely understand YouTube's perspective. I mean, I would agree with it if it wasn't like hurting us and hurting a lot of other people. I had somebody the other day message me and be like, "Dude, I used to do well. I've just got to 60,000 subscribers right around when YouTube changed their algorithm, and now I'm having trouble getting 1,000 hits on any of my videos. But it used to get like 20, 30,000 hits on each video." And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, you're in the same boat as us. There's a preferred tier." And you guys can go out and find these preferred tiers. There's a technology preferred tier that has like Lou from Unbox Therapy and Linus and The Verge and a few of those guys. Those are the preferred tier. And so what will happen is YouTube knows that if you go to your subscription feed and there's 50 hours of content, it is overwhelming. And they found that people were actually leaving. They were closing the window, being like, "You know what? I can't find what I want." If you can't find it, like what you want to watch within a few seconds, like exactly what you want to watch, you'll leave. And maybe you followed us because you liked our photography video, but you don't care about technology. So if you show up and we do show up on your subscription feed and it's not another photography tutorial, you're gonna be like, "I don't want to watch that.
Yeah.
I want to watch whatever else it is." And so you'll bypass that. Well, all that nonsense was making people jump over to Twitch and making people go to other services. And so YouTube was getting fewer hits from those people. So what they found worked was getting rid of most of the stuff in the subscription feed and putting a few preferred things on top or hot videos on top. So you got the hot content providers and you got the hot videos, right?
Yeah.
How do you get a hot video? You want to tell them how you get a hot video?
You be a jackass like Logan Paul.
Yeah, that's how you get a hot video. So one of the things they told us to do was to try to drum up interest before the video goes onto YouTube, right? We need to do as much as we can to hype the videos, because if we can get, 10, 20,000 people in the first, few hours to jump onto our video, we have to do that ourselves. We have to go onto Twitter, we have to go onto Facebook, we have to call our friends and be like, watch my video.
What are we going to be reviewing? What's behind this box?
Yeah. They said post animated GIFs of us doing just that thing where we're like, secret, like, oh my God, you're never going to believe what Justin says tomorrow. Stay tuned. And so if we get enough people to click on that, then it might become a hot video, and then it'll show up in the subscription feeds. So it's like, at this point, it's like we're in a pit, and we're way down there looking up, and we're like, YouTube, why'd you dig this giant pit, right? And YouTube's like, oh, here's a banana. Now you guys can dig your way out.
Yeah.
Thanks for the fucking banana.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so YouTube is like all you have to do to be seen more is just be seen more. That's it. And then we'll show you more. So all you got to do is like.
So at this point, I mean, YouTube doesn't feel like a viable platform unless we start making the dumb videos like the top 5 whatever and and that kind of stuff. And then
10 best anime boobs 2018.
Done. I mean, we've already done some of these tutorials and that sort of thing. And I do tutorials that actually matter to me, like the Vivaldi video. I like Vivaldi; it's cool. We'll do some more camera tutorials and stuff like that. But as as a whole, YouTube, if we make a review on a mouse or whatever, unless it's something that a million people jump on immediately, it's not going to get hot. And then maybe the mouse will get 10,000 hits over the course of a year from people just from search engine terms. But it's not the same as it used to be. But YouTube is doing better by holding up a few content creators who are the premium tier.
They're 1%.
Yeah, they're 1%. And by just kind of letting the rest of us figure out on our own that, like, this shit ain't working no mo. Yeah.
So basically our YouTube guy kind of showed up and was like, well, you're fucked.
Like, sorry. Not in so many words, but he also he also said, like, let's get a content strategy going, and then we'll get a strategy for you guys to make your animated GIFs to throw on Twitch and Twitter and all that stuff to go on about that. Yes, this is live.
Yeah. Is this real life? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
What about this gun pro business? We're not talking about that.
No.
Can you stop with the emotes, for the love of God?
Yeah, watch yourself.
Yes. It's could you time him out until he stops with the emotes?
That's okay. He's new.
He's new. All right. Okay.
He's new. It's cool. He's new.
I will give you the worst Indian burn of your life.
Stand down, Folkwin.
All right. Hug first.
Yep.
Fight later. Anyway, so that's what's going on with YouTube, and it's been really demoralizing. I mean, this is already something we knew, right? But I'm just hearing YouTube actually come out and say it, and YouTube's mostly like, we don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, up until this point, we've been like, look, we have concrete evidence showing that we're just, like, not showing up on things. And we would get, like, they would send us some, like, girl that would just, like, try to be nice and sweet to us and be like, no, you guys are trying really hard. Like, I understand that you're really upset about it. It was always like, let's just send you some cute person that will make you feel better. And it was just like, okay, but no one's answering our question. And now finally they're just like, no, you guys are fucking screwed. Like, yeah.
Not verbatim.
But basically.
Yeah. So from now on, every video on YouTube will be started with a backwards baseball cap.
Thanks for the bits.
And it's all, thank you very much for those bits. Yes.
Yes.
So every video on YouTube from now on is going to be started with a backwards baseball cap.
Yeah.
I'm going to pop out from somewhere on the scene. You got one? Do we have a baseball cap? Oh, even better.
Yeah. Like,
yo, it's your boy.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy.
Smash
Swag Bang 69 here.
Swag Bang.
Swag Bang 69.
Swag Bang. Yo.
Just here to tell you latest tutorial walkthrough on how to get through the first level of this stupid game that you're never gonna play. Smash Brothers.
All right, cue up the jump cuts, can we?
Yeah.
Every time I clear my throat, close up of me going, like close up of my face shaking.
Yeah.
You didn't tip it. You threw it before you tipped it.
Oh man, tipping detensifies.
So that's what's going on with YouTube. If you guys want, I mean, there's not like, this is probably not going to be seen that much on YouTube, but I might make a specific video just for this, so people can share this with other YouTube content creators, so they can know, what's going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'd love to just work on Swordslinger full time if someone will fund it. New blood.
That wasn't him. That was actually a real one that time. Yeah.
Or any other company wants to fund this.
Yeah, congratulations, Jimmy. You're the Swordslinger. Good job.
Yes, you are the Swordslinger.
Congratulations. Were we talking about this?
No, we're done talking about YouTube for now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Fuck YouTube.
You want to talk about this?
Yeah. Not really.
Conversica. Let me say
sounds
it
like
again.
Conversica. That sounds like the most like marketed, thought out name they could get.
And they've raised $300 million. So it's a marketing team who've created something. They started with the word chatbot. So you think it's going to be about chatbots, but Conversica is not exactly a chatbot. It's something that tries to organically have conversations with people, not just listening and parroting key phrases and stuff like that, like a chatbot does. So the idea here is that, and this is already in practice. You know that a lot of the people you may be talking to at some companies, when it comes to like marketing and sales, you might be actually talking to this. What they do is they send out marketing emails to qualify you, and then they ask a few key questions, and they try to go back and forth with you organically, and they try to simulate what it would be like to email back and forth with an actual human. And then once you've been qualified, once that first stage of the sales process is through, and they're like, this person actually might spend money, then they let a human come in and finish the sale. Yeah. How does this make you feel? You may have already been speaking with one of these.
They could be in your home. They could be your neighbors. You don't know.
Many big companies are already using these, like AT&T, Box, Chrysler, Snowflake Computing, CenturyLink. Snowflake jokes, everybody, please. Sacramento Kings, Oracle, and SAP. SAP. So all these are being used. They're being used by all these guys.
The human drops the ball.
Yeah,
probably.
Oh God, the human might drop the ball.
Yep.
So there's this, right? But let's take this a step further, right? Because like whenever they're developing this stuff, it always sounds like we're just doing this and then we're going to hand it off to the human. But I mean, the goal of $300 million has been raised. All these companies have put a lot of money into this. I guarantee you they wouldn't have invested if the company showed up and like, listen, we're just making a little bit of AI to help your team. We don't want you to fire anybody. We want you to keep a nice big fat staff on payroll. Yeah. No, they're not going to give money to that. But if they show up at AT&T's office and they're like, listen, we got a thing that's going to replace your entire sales staff in 5 to 10 years. AT&T's like, you got to be kidding me. We can fire all these stupid idiots. They never
have to deal with all these asshole people showing up to this office every day and demanding money.
Tried to unionize once. God, we had to shoot that one guy. Didn't tell anybody about it. Yeah. And then, so that'll be the sales. Wait until they make the bot for marketing.
Oh, God. I can just see it now. Like, hi, just wanted to touch base with you about this so that we can negotiate a way that we can synergize and really like cooperate on some project together.
Yeah, let's reach out to our.
Let's figure out if there's a way that we can incentivize you being an influencer in a way that can be beneficial to all of our consumers.
I'll ping you again on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the first email. By email number 5, they've already established that you are a guy and like you're okay with cursing and stuff. So then the chatbot's like, "Yo, bro, you know how many broads I banged this weekend?" Is the broads still a term?
Marketing bros.
They need to work that out. You'll never believe it. I was so drunk I couldn't see straight. Holy shit. Anyway, about that deal.
Bruh, you gotta see the titties on this one.
They turn into
P.S. about that deal.
Yeah. Oh, God, I can't tell you, working in a corporate environment, I can't tell you how many times we'd have a marketing guy from some big company show up. I'm talking like big companies, like stuff that rhymes with Hewlett Smackard and other big companies like that have their marketing dude show up, and the guy would be like, "Oh man, check out my iPhone." He'd be swiping through these like pictures of really goofy looking girls from strip clubs and stuff, and I'd be like, "Are you like in the first row taking pictures, you asshole?"
Aren't you supposed to not take pictures at a strip club anyways?
I don't know.
Okay.
But like that's like a
You
normal.
guys know, aren't you supposed to not?
But I got called gay a couple of times because I was like, dude, I don't give a fuck. Like I don't want to look at you. One guy I kind of snapped.
Oh, you don't like iPhones? Gay.
I snapped at one guy pretty hard when I was working at Tiger Direct. He was showing me this stuff, and he kept doing it. And I finally, like, he was in my cubicle, and I was like, dude, I got work to do. He's like, oh no, but you got to see these tits, dude. Look how big. And I was like, dude, I don't give a fuck about your stupid skanks from the strip club. And he was like, and everyone like looked around the cubicles and like looking over at him, and he just like bright red, you know. And it was like, I'm in an area that had more than a few females that all got up and stared at him, and he's just like, shit. He's like, backed out. He's like, okay, man, we'll talk later, and just like took off.
Nice.
But yeah, that was always fun. Always so much fun. Anyway, look forward to that. You guys looking forward to EA's? Nope.
Oh, there's more to it. Okay, hang on.
You guys looking forward to EA's streaming service? They've hinted.
Oh no.
This entire article was written just because of a really brief speculation. Right here, we see where they were in a Q&A with EA, and we see a world where games are no longer bound by device or CPU or GPU. We see a world where they span across platforms, across business models, across geographies. I tell you! No, that's the end of it. So, maybe they're thinking about their own game streaming service. This has been tried several times. Mm-hmm. Is the market ready for this? Are the internet connections ready for this?
I don't know.
Do you want to be able to play every EA game from every device? Also, the whole thing that really got me about this is the whole, where games are no longer bound to a device, right? Mm-hmm. I'm thinking maybe they're thinking about ways, not just for games to, work on all the different devices and stream from a central location, but maybe they're thinking about like how you can get Call of Duty and it's an Android app and a game and everything else. And like while you're on your Android, you can be like customizing your character and buying new skins and changing your hair color for $1 a piece.
So many options for loot boxes.
Yeah, like we can get loot boxes in all the places. On your phone, we can get an app on your refrigerator when you open the door being like, hey, do you want some Call of Duty milk for your game? It'll be in your backpack. And then you can be a milk bomb to throw on people. I don't know.
Nice. Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
That's something that I think that PC Gamer didn't touch on.
Got my Fortnite string cheese hammer here.
Yeah, just exactly right there.
Yeah.
Constant monetization across all platforms, across all places. There's nowhere that they won't look for you.
They will find you.
Many people are ready to be found. That's the problem.
And they will sell to you.
This wouldn't happen if so many of you guys weren't ready for this. I mean, I'm not saying you guys. You're like the 36 cool people on the internet right now.
Yeah.
But if there weren't so many jackasses wearing stuff that looks dumb. I was going to single out something and be like sideways baseball caps, but maybe there's a cool guy, who wears a sideways baseball cap.
One of the 36 right now could be like, hey, and like flip it forward, Like,
don't want to insult our audience except for those idiots who wear sideways baseball caps. Aww. All right, let's move on and talk about what we do in the shadows. If you want to talk about what we do in the shadows,
I want to talk about the TV show now, not about the actual things that we do in the shadows.
I'll tell you guys what I do in the shadows a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I just mumbled.
Yeah. So
have you seen the movie?
Yes, right. I saw the movie in theaters twice. It was hilarious. Yeah, that movie was beautiful. So for those of you that have seen the What We Do in the Shadows movie that came out a couple years ago, there is going to be a same kind of mockumentary style TV show that's going to be coming out on FX that's going to take place with some of vampires in New York City, like out living the lives. It's like two vampires and one of their thralls.
And I think one of the gimmicks with this, if you haven't seen it, is the vampires are kind of just like jackasses, or not jackasses. They're just a lot of deadpan stupidity.
Yeah, they just don't know how to like exist in modern world, basically. Right. So there was also like talk of that they were going to have the werewolves, werewolves, not swearwolves, are going to be having their own spin-off as well.
Throwing coins. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, just goes into a place and just throws his money at the guy.
So you can't be throwing ancient coins at me.
Just stupidity like that. It's pretty funny.
But yeah, if you were a fan of the series, I mean, it did get a cult following. And an occult following.
But it's FX. Does that mean it can be... Was FX make anything good? I don't know. They do...
Archer. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
They did Archer?
Yeah.
That wasn't Cartoon Network? Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Did they do... maybe. Yeah. Did they do...
They've done a couple other things too, probably.
Did they do Sons of Anarchy?
Maybe.
I haven't seen that, but
Yeah.
It's got Ron Perlman. I mean, how bad of a thing could it be if it had Ron
And
Perlman,
Kevin
right?
Seagal in it.
Does it? All right, I guess we're going to talk about Trump, aren't we?
Really quickly. Just show it quick. Get over with.
This happened.
Brace yourself. Shakes are coming.
Oh my God. He had someone Photoshop himself down a little bit, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so. Looks like it. Anyways, this is bullshit. HBO thinks it's bullshit. We all think it's bullshit. Moving on.
Yeah. Well, I think one thing that's interesting about this is HBO is they're citing that he's messing with their trademark. But come on, is this really messing with the trademark?
I mean, it's done in this font style and everything. So.
Yeah, but it's a parody, right? But
I guess
he's not really a comedian, and he's not really.
He's obviously a fucking joke, but
yeah.
Man, you just keep on popping back the picture of Theon though. Look at
Theon's a much stronger male character than this fuckwit right here. Moving right along.
Footloose and fancy,
yes.
free.
Hands need to be.
That's why they're not in the shot.
Yeah, Emperor Orangeade. Yes, indeed.
So GM is making an e-bike to go with all the other e-bikes that are coming out right now, but they need help naming it. So they have a brand challenge where you can actually go and win a bunch of money if you're chosen for it, and they'll pick like a top couple spaces for it. So e-bike face will be happening soon enough, I'm sure.
They better win. I mean, but are they just picking one from like one person?
I don't know. Yeah.
Or there's not going to be a voting thing.
If it's voting, then the internet is going to vote them in as e-bike face.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
that's just what it's going to be. It's just how it is.
Nothing more original than that, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, they already did it in Scotland, but Bodie McBoat, whatever. All right. Data collection. They're doing
more data collection.
Yeah, and go ahead. You going to introduce this one?
So Fox is actually using an AI system to analyze movie trailers and actually find out what from those trailers audiences will like. So it actually will scan through the trailers and it will look for specific things. Like first it will go through and find like facial hair, explosions, things like that, and then it will rate them all on this chart and it will say like, oh, well, people really love explosions and facial hair, so like so this is going to be a more marketable movie and stuff like that. So they're actually using it to figure out what's more marketable.
Okay, so people like facial hair, boobs, and explosions.
Yeah.
So the next thing you know is we're going to have a big old buxom bearded woman.
According trees, facial hair,
trees, huh?
Cars, man,
this is
vehicle.
Just for Logan. This is for Logan, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of trees
that was
in
the
that
labels.
one.
Yep. Lots of facial hair.
Facial hair.
Yep.
Oh, I want them to make a movie out of all the stuff that they think should be the right things for the audience. What's interesting to me about this is what they're doing here is really trying to pinhole a certain audience and figure out what they like. They're trying to figure out what appeals to the most people, right? And I think one of the saddest things about living in now as opposed to back when is people are trying to push us into this box so hard, and they're being like, this is exactly what you like. And, Hollywood right now is just a money-making machine. It's not like artwork, indie films and that sort of thing. You still have people making some art house films and some art films, or some films that actually mean something other than just like, here's the 10 things that people like. Let's shove them together as tightly as possible and make, comic book facial hair explosion number 7. Just people, oh God, popcorn.
They think it's going to be better than number 5. They got nothing coming.
No way it's going to be better than 5 because it had that one director.
Yep.
The ethnic slur guy.
Before they got rid of James Gunn. Yeah.
The bearded treeman.
Fast cars.
Oh God, I'm so watching that. That's the problem.
Totally would watch that.
That's the problem, right?
I'd super watch that.
I
would watch the bearded treatment too. Fast cars and explosions. Like, they added explosions.
Oh God. But anyway, they're using this data to water things down to the point where they have nothing other than there's no substance anymore, and then they shove this on us being like, this is what you like.
Yeah.
And it's what we get inundated with. It's what our social feeds become. It's what our Facebook feed becomes, because they've harvested all this data. They've decided this is who we are, and then they tell us, here's what you're going to watch. And a lot of people never venture outside of that. You know what I mean? They get complacent, and they're like, consumers, yay! Give me a chocolate sundae.
Thanks for subscribing, Ivory.
You're awesome.
Yay.
And people get complacent, and they don't explore outside of that. And then There's this whole potential world that's never opened up to them, and it makes me sad because that's not who we are as a human species. It's not who we are. We're not just blind, dumb consumers, even though a lot of us kind of turn into that. But with these algorithms, that's what it is.
We have no choice.
And if they every once in a while maybe like would recommend just a few things out of our comfort zone to be like, do you guys also like this? You know, you like vampires, but what about like helicopters? And if you say no, then okay, next I'll try. Yeah. Maybe just try like
there'll
one thing.
There'll never be a helicopter in a movie again.
Nope,
like,
never.
Yeah.
But there's just not enough room for people to grow.
But vampire helicopters.
How do those work? They run on blood?
They like attack other helicopters in the sky and siphon the helicopter fuel out of their tanks. I'd actually fucking watch that. Sorry. I'm not gonna lie. If that was a cartoon or something, I'd fucking watch that hard.
Hollywood doesn't need all these dumb algorithms. They just need to watch this show. There are 20 blockbuster movie ideas every week.
Yeah. Vampirocopter.
Vampirocopter?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
A friend of mine wrote a script for a movie called Vampirates.
Nice.
And it was as bad as it sounded, which made it almost good.
Oh, I would like get really high and watch half of that.
I mean, it was like everything you didn't want it to be. You know, it was like a group of teenagers on a cruise bump into a pirate ship, and it's a punk rock cruise because you got to have vampires wearing leather and bondage gear, and so all the punk rockers bump into a ghost vampire ship, and the vampires take them over, and then now there's vampirates out there in the ocean wearing like bondage gear. I would watch it, but the whole justification for how they got their bondage gear, I was like, dude, just put them in leather. You want vampirates in like leather strappy stuff.
Did they like raid a BDSM crew before that?
Well, that's kind of what it was. They
Okay.
bumped into a boat full of punk rockers, but they were like, the way when I was reading the script, I was like, you're describing punk rockers, but you don't really listen to punk rock music. This is more like a BDSM punk rock like meetup or something. I don't know.
Okay.
But everyone was wearing leather and straps and chains and buckles and.
I feel like there are a lot of punk rockers that could afford to go on a cruise.
Or who would go on a cruise, man. That's for posers.
Yeah, right?
Yep, facial hair and trees. Coming right up.
Mm-hmm. And trees that look like facial hair.
Hey, right on time.
Hi, recording train again.
It gets here precisely when it means to.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to touch the deepest corners of the ocean,
yes.
are we?
So there is a Victor Vescovo, along with his team, are going to be actually exploring the actual bottoms of all 5 of the oceans.
He's already explored the tops.
Yeah.
So they've been to he's traveled to the world's 7 highest peaks. This is an extremophile.
Ah.
He wants to get to the top of everything, and now he's going to get to the bottom of it.
That'll solve all our problems. So they have this brand new like $48 million submarine system that's going to actually be able to withstand going down into those pressures and take a crew down there. They've already like thrown cameras down there, just put a handy cam in a little plastic box and drop
Thanks
it.
very much.
Yeah. But they
or hosting, that's what it is, hosting.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Thanks for hosting.
Elite. Yes. Yeah. So, but they said it's not the same as the experience of actually going down there and manually piloting it. So this is like really unresearched. We'd get to the. It's because
I can get to the bottom of why kids love cinnamon.
It's a blast of cinnamon and sugar in every bite.
God, that's like the most obvious thing ever. It's like why do grown-ups love sex so much?
Yeah. So, but
figure it out.
It's pretty cool. They're going to be exploring the absolute bottoms of the ocean. We're going to be learning about things that we've never seen before and seeing stuff that we've never seen. Sounds pretty cool to me. Also, the neat thing about this one is that they said that the delay in communication is like 7.5 seconds or something like that. And just to give you an idea, when they were on the moon, the delay was 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, just be glad your house isn't under several feet of water, because then your Wi-Fi would be very slow.
Yeah, it'd be so spotty.
Man, it'd be very difficult to game like that.
Under the sea.
What's that song all about? Okay.
Yes.
I haven't played any of the medieval games, but
what?
No, they won't show up full screen for them.
Oh, okay.
It'll look funny.
Medieval.
I can do this.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Yeah. So they are redoing Medieval from the ground up. It's completely remastered in every way, shape, and form. It's gonna be coming out on PlayStation, and I'm really excited.
Not coming out for PC.
Yeah.
Why would they not bring it out for PC?
I don't know, because it's just because PS4 gets it first. You know how the rules work.
No, those are not the rules. Those are the Rockstar
Guys,
rules. Jesus.
Other people get excited about this. Get hyped.
Anybody else?
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you.
Anybody else excited? And anybody want to tell me why I should be excited? It looks beautiful.
It was just a really fun, goofy, kind of dark humor platformer that had like a really kind of...
Some of the visuals remind me of like a Rayman style game, like some of the spookier levels in Rayman.
Oh yeah.
The 3D Rayman for N64 was the best one. Just the Rayman, was it Rayman 2? Yeah.
Yeah.
Rayman 2 was so good. It was really good on PC too, but the N64 had a cheesier soundtrack, but I liked a lot of the stuff in it. Anyway, is that it? Is that it for today? No, there's more. Wait, there's more.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about this?
Study shows no shit. Study shows obvious shit. Religious fundamentalists and dogmatic individuals are more likely to believe fake news.
All right, if we haven't alienated all of our religious audience members, right now is when we're going to do that, okay?
Yeah.
So, if you're religious, you
drop.
probably believe a lot of bullshit. So it's also it's also interesting that when you look at the statistics of just how people like this believe things in general. They're more likely to, they're just as likely to believe a friend or someone a random person on the internet as they are to believe a scientist or a professional in the field. They in their brain, something switched weird in their brain, and each one of those things has the same weight.
Like, well, I mean, Melody posted about it on Facebook, so it's got to be true. She doesn't just lie.
Yeah, she said this measles vaccine was making people's ears fall off and giving them autism. And yeah, there's like 400 scientists that said otherwise, but Melody's a friend of mine.
Yeah,
and
she watched my dogs last week while we were on vacation, so I have nothing but reasons to believe her.
Yeah, but that's
yay God,
praise the Lord.
Yeah, praise Him. So, okay. They wanted to know how our trip to California went.
California was cool.
Yeah, cool.
I would do it again.
Yeah, that was fun. There should be a video coming out pretty soon of the actual event.
We didn't know like anything
Logan
about
got to do way more than I did.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about this going into it, right?
Yeah.
So, and it was an esports event, and I was really worried that I was gonna have to go there and hang out with the Call of Duty bros and stuff because they were playing a lot of Call of Duty, and that's over my head, right? And I'm not too deep into the esports world. I don't really get a lot of the stuff, and I don't speak Chav either. Yeah. So that's hard for me. So I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to go there and like have my English to Chav translator.
Yeah.
What the fuck did you just say? But I didn't. It was just we sat down and talked hardware with a bunch of guys, and Austin Evans was there too.
Yep.
So it was cool to see him again. Said he will not climb another mountain. I was like, dude, let's climb another mountain. He's like, no. Got
to hang out with Mike from Thermaltake again, JJ from Asus. They had a computer building competition that was...
I totally lost.
Could have gone better.
Yeah, that was rough, man. We had a computer building competition, and it was me and JJ and Mike from Thermaltake, and they've both built in this case before, and I've never built on it. Now, here's the catch. They assign you a team of 3 people, and I'm not allowed to touch anything. I can just stand back and point. So they gave me a couple people from Taiwan, and there was an extreme language barrier. I was like struggling with charades to like, no, this screw goes the other, turn it to the left, not the right. You want to, so I was having a pretty hard time, and then they gave us like an 11-year-old girl who was she built a computer before, and she was really good, and I could communicate with her. So it was more difficult than I thought. So at one point, we were putting the standoffs on the motherboard to hook up the heatsink, right? And 3 standoffs were installed correctly, and then all the screws were mixed up. So the person that was installing these grabbed the wrong screw, twisted it, and kept twisting it, and kept trying, and just kept trying to force it in there. I didn't know she was trying to force it in there. But, if it doesn't turn, leave it alone. Like, that's usually the rules. But, first time building a computer. She turned it one too many times, and it snapped the back plate. So we were done at that point. Like, you can't install a heatsink without the back plate. It's just, and I was like, do you have another back plate? And they were like, no. I was like, well, they snapped the back plate, so now what do I do? And I'm like sitting there like, I can't touch the thing.
Yeah, it was like it's great. I was filming it, so I was just like watching Logan like slowly die inside.
I was like, I can't do anything.
Slash
I
like
can't
panning
even...
out to the audience who like people are like falling asleep watching this go on and stuff.
This happens, and then she looks over at me and she's like, "Why stop me?" And I was like, I couldn't see what you were doing. I told you to put the standoffs on. I didn't realize one of them was the wrong.
Yeah.
That you picked up the wrong one. Or
also,
whatever.
Mike's team had a former Asus employee.
Corsair.
A former Corsair employee on it.
Who's built maybe 600 computers. He just owned the competition. So
Yeah.
I think it was stacked, and they
greatly against you.
They did it on purpose. I knew this was
so
going to happen.
next year, what we've decided is it's actually just going to be a bare knuckle brawl. They're going to fill like a thing with mud and barbed wire on the outsides of it so that you're not tempted to just try to get out of the ring. Right. And then JJ, Logan, and Mike are all just going to get like some wrappings around their fists and just told to go to town.
Well, we changed the rules to make it fair.
Oh, okay.
They don't get wrappings, I get wrappings. And then they just have to knock me down once.
Yeah.
My ass has to touch the ground once, and then they win.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Make it fair.
So
for these nerds.
So next year, 2019 is going to be the year of bare knuckle brawling. Believe me.
You just wait.
Yeah. Bare knuckle. Yeah. Which, by the way, okay, Axel, Streets of Rage, like, dude, you are not going to build up energy running your fist across pavement to punch somebody. You are going to shred the fuck out of your hand.
Okay.
Doing that. I'm sorry.
This is going to be like when the Streets of Rage, is that the new one out yet? No, it's not out yet. When that comes out, the times have changed since the original Streets of Rage came out for Sega, right? When that one comes out and people start playing it, how long do you think it's going to take before parents sue the company because some kid went outside and broke his knuckles?
Bare knuckle.
Yeah. Like, I'm going to make my hand flame. Like a blood and soluce and everything.
It'll be funny.
Yeah, it'll be just like the Beavis and Butthead thing where someone burned down a house because people are so stupid.
Yeah. It'll eventually show up on Our Kids Are Fucking Stupid.
Have you guys been to that?
Yeah. Really great subreddit if you haven't been to Kids Are Fucking Stupid.
Just go.
It proves itself every single link. Yeah. It's totally worth watching. It's usually what I end my workday doing is just reading Kids Are Fucking Stupid.
Sitting there being like, I'm not having kids.
Yep.
Oh, yes. I believe it's time for...
Is it time?
This.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Did you get him?
Got him.
Yes!
Son of a bitch.
Take that.
Got him.
Yeah!
Oh. Yes. Not again.
One for us.
Yeah.
Take that.
I'm not the smartest, but I'm not the dumbest.
Yep. Intelligence isn't his dump stat. Full circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wisdom is.
Yeah, we
All
foiled those tin foils.
You did say that just now.
Yeah.
All right, I'll allow it.
It happened.
Let's see what's going on in Portland, shall we? Themo wearing a nightgown is blocking traffic, flagging down cars, then flashing the occupants.
Okay.
Okay. Doesn't say how she looks.
Nor does it say where she's holding a machete.
That's what she's doing. She's exposing herself to show where she's gripping her machete.
Yes.
Let's see what else we got.
Okay, let's see here. 2-vehicle accident. Okay.
Report of a male out in front of this location. What? That's boring.
A male transient being chased by people in front of Voodoo Donut.
By little kids.
Little kids.
What? No, we just want...
Was it showing all kinds of stuff?
Yeah, it was showing out people's responses.
All right. Anything
Let's
good?
see.
Anything good?
Pursuit of a white reportedly tried to ram one of their officers.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
I feel like Portland is becoming too big of a city and everything's getting more serious. It's not it's not just people, peeing on people's windshields and throwing machetes at each other anymore. It's actually like real crime.
Yeah, like
normal,
bullet casings being found in here. Man, this is getting shittier and shittier. Less machetes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's turning into a big city. This is not good.
Yeah, this is boring.
Yeah, growing protests.
PX sucks now. There's this like this spray painting campaign. It's like popped up all like someone just like sits there with a stencil that just says PDX sucks now, and it's just showing up in random locations.
That's after they went to the goth bar and saw those people wearing white clothing. That's what happened. I'm pretty sure about that. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Update. Let's see here. Let's get this one here.
Finally,
2 suspects, Hispanic males, both left on foot.
all black clothing, red bandana, armed with a handgun.
All right.
Second
Update.
suspect.
Second suspect described as Hispanic male, also in all black clothing, armed with a machete.
Machete.
Finally.
Thank you.
It's been like a week.
Jesus. Wait.
We got any more? Oh, there we go. We got another one. Plaid Pantry. Oh, it's 2 today. Damn. They brought it back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
Plaid Pantry report that a store was just robbed at gunpoint. One person may have also been armed with a machete.
Oh shit!
We got any more? Oh, just those 2 today.
Ah, sorry. The Portland machete report, guys.
Yeah, that's it. Just 2 today. But 2 today.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You say keep Portland weird. I say keep Portland a hot fucking mess.
Yeah, keep Portland machete.
Yeah.
If we were a local company, we would definitely be making those shirts right now. All right, that's it for
Machete you a
today.
question. Yeah.
Shut down that redacted thing.
Yeah. Take that.
What games have you guys been playing? Let us know. I'm curious. And then, well, I'll just read. I'm curious as to what you guys liked. You might be playing the new Call of Cthulhu game. I want to know if anybody likes that.
Yeah. We both have it, but haven't actually gotten to sit down and play it yet.
Yeah.
Is it spooky?
They're like, no, keep going. Yeah. Also, I'm going to be moving the Tech Syndicate forum to a new server soon. I did a test. If you guys want to check out the Keep It Metal forum, I'll bring that up real quick. There we go. So I did a little thing where I updated the Keep It Metal forum, and you guys can see it here. So I got a little fed up with a lot of the problems we've been having with the regular website. It loses its back internet connection, then you can't get your emails, and you can't post, like links.
And then
and
everyone's constantly being like, "Why can't I get my email?"
yeah, YouTube videos don't show up and all that stuff. So I moved this over to DigitalOcean myself and got kind of frustrated with it. I haven't been able to move Tech Syndicate over yet. For some reason, I cannot get the launcher to update to the latest platform. Once I figure that out, I'll be moving it over. So in the next week, if you see Tech Syndicate go down for half a day, don't worry, it'll be back and it'll be better than ever. And maybe I've been for the last year. I felt weird about it because it's like if something's not 100%, I'm like, fuck it, Yes, but if you do like metal, feel free to join us over on Keep It Metal. We have a lot of fun right now. One of the fun things I've been doing a lot lately is this. So Weird Vector started a post here where you start off with the letter A and you make a recommendation with B, C. You guys get the idea, right? D, and then what we got here. What in the hell kind of band name is this? It starts with E.
Jesus.
Yeah. So anyway, head over there and throw some stuff on there. Jump in that game if you want. It's a cool way to discover new music. And if you guys want to ride, this is going to be a hobby. I'm not looking to make a lot of lucre on this site. If I can make the $6-7 or whatever, no, it's $10 a month for the server. But if I can make that, I'll be happy somehow. Anyway, if you guys want to write metal reviews, let us know. And maybe if you're up to snuff when it comes to the English language, which seems to be hard to come by these days.
Super is.
Yeah, but maybe we'll let you write some stuff on there. Oh, last thing, we didn't mention this thing. Also, guys, head over to epicpants.com.
Yeah.
Grab some stuff.
Get you some.
Also, I want to remind you guys, we are on Amazon. So if you guys want to do the 2-day free shipping through Amazon Prime, you guys can go grab the Finnick gaming gear and some of the desk mats and stuff there. So, yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much it for today, guys. You got any ending salutations you want to jump in there?
No. I have good weekends, everyone, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, Rigor, if you only like 80s metal, there's a post on the forum you need to take a look at really quick. Where is it? It's from the Bear Master. Where is he? There we go. Who's into old school heavy metal? There's so much stuff in here that sounds like 80s metal. Like, seriously, head over to Keep It Metal, hit the forum, and I want to know, Rigor, is there something in there that reminds you of 80s metal? Because I think you'll find several things that do. I mean, these guys sound a lot like Black Sabbath. I mean, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, See you guys later. It's a good meeting. Thanks for hanging out. And
Yeah.
we'll see you guys on the internet. Maybe YouTube.
Dumpster fire.
It is. All right. Bye, everybody.